Okay, let's start out here. We are on a bit of a scuff stream, but we are on LO League finale day, Omni versus NBZ. I am joined here today with Juliet. We are seeing NBZ surviving first, Omni hunting. So
Yes, thank you so much for staying with us, everyone. This has been a fantastic month of tournament. Super happy to be here. Unfortunately, we did have a few hiccups, but we are underway now for a very exciting finale to all of it. Two incredible teams competing tonight, Omni and NBZ. We're going to see some fantastic survivor coordination from survivors and some fantastic plays from hunters. I'm looking forward to this. Are you too, Sam?
I am looking forward. I mean, especially with just how much we've seen from these two teams. Especially, we know that like Omni and NBZ both super strong contenders. I mean, both have brought really interesting character pools and strategies to win their games throughout the whole season we've had so far. So it's exciting to see how they're gonna pit themselves up against each other, knowing how impressive these teams have worked. It's really going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I have enjoyed watching both of these teams so far. I unfortunately haven't had the chance to commentate for NBA yet, but I have seen them play, and their games are so exciting. I am so excited to see again another time. And just so everybody knows, since this is the final, we're doing something a little bit differently. Actually, going to a full 5 rounds of tournament today. So we'll be seeing plenty of play going on, but it looks like we are actually moving into our band picks really quickly. Locked in Magician, Puppeteer, Toy Merchant, and Grave as our survivors, and we have also locked in the Shadow for our Hunter. This is the first round, first half. Omni hunting with NBZ surviving. Pretty decent spawn points so far. We have Toy in Factory, Magician up in. We have Puppeteer in the center, Gravekeeper over near the Christmas tree, and then the Shadow looks like she's going to be chasing after the Puppeteer or the Toy Merchant.
Yeah, it's honestly very solid team comp for round one. I mean, Magician is always flexible against whoever you could think is going to go first. I mean, and like against a Goatman, Magician is a very strong counter. You have Toy Merchant who makes that rotation into Factory very easily. You have Gravekeeper, who's always a solid first round rescue character, especially again into a character like Goatman. And I mean, Puppeteer is Puppeteer. He's gonna be strong no matter what he goes into.
Yeah, overall, this is a really strong team selection. I'm very excited to see that in here. I know she just recently got that buff, and that buff is live now. And the Puppeteer also got a buff as well, so we're going to be seeing those live just in time for the final. But we are heading into the first half of round one. Omni hunting, NBC surviving. I'm Juliet, this is Sam, and best of luck to both teams as we get ready to lead in. Thank you so much, folks. I know things are a bit unorthodox, but we are working hard to bring you a good tourney here. For the first, you'll be with me and Sam for the first 3 rounds. And then afterwards, for best of 4 and 5, we'll have Velvet and Mima commentating for you.
Yep, so starting off here, immediately releasing that Yithian. We're going to be moving it over towards that Magician, trying to definitely split up and get as much pressure on these early ciphers as we can. We do see Toy Merchant hiding really early on outside the factory. Immediately latching onto that Magician, getting a cipher blocked off there. Unfortunately, not quite able to find out where this Toy Merchant is hiding. She is baiting Tinnitus, though.
Yeah, very good job by the Toy Merchant, just trying to keep the hunter distracted, just trying to keep her keeping her distracted, trying to help her locate whoever is hiding out. Still no sign, but we are going to go ahead and teleport right onto the Magician over by factory. The shack's heading right into the shack. It looks like the is spawned right in there. And we have a decoy right away outside of the pallet, but he's not sticking around to go for a pallet stun. Yithian is detaching from the body, heading towards the factory, it looks like, while the main body itself continues to follow the Magician. It looks like the Gravekeeper is just... Oh, but an excellently timed blink is going to catch... Sorry, go right ahead, sorry.
Nope, no worries. We are going to be seeing that Insolence coming through with the blink popping off. Oh, and we're seeing the flywheel used to prevent that 100 corruption. Is Magician able to rotate back into factory using that catapult from the Toy Merchant? Super well played with that flywheel.
Excellently done. Unfortunately, it does look like we have found a puppeteer over in factory. He's going to vault right out just as the main body teleports, hopping over the window. She does have to wait for a solid 2 minutes until that blink is up. That gives her enough time to chase after the puppeteer. Looks like we might have eyes on the Magician as he is out of factory. He still has a decoy left. He is going to get right back to a cipher. We have our first cipher popped as the main body teleports back to the Magician.
Yeah, the Magician does have another decoy to work with, but we are going to be immediately seeing that scare from our Ivy here. Breaking the pallet, just honestly the best bet is just to press your ciphers here as best as we can until we get that first chair. We are latching onto that Toy Merchant, however... Oh, it does look like we are changing to the Toy Merchant off that Magician.
And the Yithian has moved away from the body once again. We're doing another teleport here back to the factory. We are letting people decode for too long before we just try to keep pressure over on the entire map cipher. Do have the puppeteer continuing his chase. Only a little bit of corruption as the Yithian once again detaches, looking for its next target. Only one cipher decoded so far. Looks like we are just prolonging the wasting of resources as long as we can.
Yep, definitely. And it looks like we're still kind of struggling to get the target downed or really injured, to be honest. That first blink being our only hit in. Ciphers are not looking good for our Ivy here with just one about finished, and we have another one at 80 and 60. And we have about, I believe that's 7 ciphers started, which means it's that is a lot of work for our Ivy to cover all that ground. But we are seeing the Toy Merchant getting scared out of the air, canceling the catapult, getting a hit in. Very good from our Shadow here, knowing how to use that ability and when.
Yeah, very good job from the Ivy here.
Ooh, huge patience. Using that to blink to bait out the flywheel, super good.
Yeah, very well done. Unfortunately, it does look like every single cipher they need is primed at the moment. We do have ultimately 5 ciphers primed, but because someone wasn't on the rocket chair, we don't have that speed boost anymore.
Ooh,
we do have 3 ciphers.
Out of the shovel. This could be bad for our Gravekeeper here. Our Ivy has a Obstracon at the chair right now, so he's gonna have to wait for another shovel to come up. We do have 2 ciphers just about ready, but we are gonna be needing to pressure this chair from afar.
Yeah, very well done. It looks like we do have the Toy Merchant at nearly half. Looks like this rescue might be made. Unfortunately, the rescue will not be made until after half, but everyone is injured now. We do have all 4 ciphers popped, with the final one just at 91%. Do have a catapult nearby off the corner. The Yithian is trying to find the target, but everyone seems to have scattered, and the Toy Merchant has just landed. There's a lot of distance here, but also the cipher is touched all.
Yeah, but now since we're on a prime cipher, it becomes much easier for our Ivy here to pressure just that one cipher. We are going to be needing to either move on to like starting a new cipher, or we're going to just try to have to force this cipher here with 91 on it.
The Magician just destroyed the Obstacle right outside of that prime cipher, trying to get that popped can, but unfortunately he's not able to. We do have the Magician, the Gravekeeper over in the center, trying to decode another cipher. Unfortunately, it's just not working. It looks like we have some healing going on over in the corner while the main body can fight the Magician. The Puppeteer is healing the Gravekeeper, it looks like, so he can just get at least a chip of health taken off, getting him one last puppet when he needs it.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing that Gravekeeper healed down to a chip, which is good for our survivors here, because that means Gravekeeper can still take 2 hits, along with the 1 remaining shovel. We do see Toy Merchant going down here, which means she is unfortunately going to be kicked out. But we are seeing that mid-cipher, we are going to be seeing that cipher pop, so this is a 3-man endgame right now. However, this is where Ivy really shines in her gate camp.
Yeah, very well done here. We do have the map spread. We were only able to get a bit of the way on one of the exit gates before someone had to run off. We do have infection right over in front of the tree gate. Meanwhile, we do have eyes, what it looks to be the Puppeteer, teleporting back to that gate, Yithian on the other side. So we do have gates locked off. And we do have detention available, and Blink is fully up as well.
Yeah, unfortunately here. Oh, we are seeing that perfume come out from the Puppeteer, not able to Lewis in time. Oh, maybe not able to use... Oh, not able to use both items at once, so unfortunately that perfume didn't work out for the Puppeteer.
And we have 100% corruption on the Magician. He was not able to use his decoy in time. We are going to pick up the Magician and carry him to here. Gravekeeper is working on another exit. He's all the way on the other side. Oh, Gravekeeper is right in the shaft.
Unfortunately, immediately finds that Gravekeeper does have an elbow pad, but unfortunately, because he just used his elbow pad, he's not able to use the shovel. So we're going to be seeing the blink down here for the Puppeteer just getting on gate. Unfortunately, I don't think that gate was started. The gate wasn't started, so now we're looking at a 4-man endgame.
Incredible turnaround from the Ivy here, going from 4 ciphers primed in a 3-man endgame all the way to turning this into 1-man escape at best. Or we do have the puppet in play, but because it is attention Ivy and attention is not out yet, we do turn this into a 4-man elimination. Excellent work going into the first half of round 1. Very high stakes right off the bat with Omni getting a 4-man elimination. Excellent patience from that Ivy. Excellent work.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was honestly just kind of insane, seeing how it was that rough early game for the Ivy, but she really just, all she had to do was just focus on pressuring those ciphers, focus on really bringing it home on where it matters, which is that end game with the gate camp. And honestly, truly, it did really work out for our Ivy here, being able to get that 4-man all the way down from that 3-man endgame. I mean, just super well played from our Ivy here.
Yeah, excellent work. I mean, the coordination with the survivors was very well done. Even with the Ivy trying to change targets so much, they did manage to have a decent, solid rotation and scatter throughout the stream. Oh, and folks, we are going to actually switch to a different YouTube channel for the rest of the turn. You'll be going back to the usual channel we use for the logging off tournament thus far. Please come and join us over on that other stream.